This is Dabu7, and there's some big-time information now coming from Trump. A Trump that just so happened to get put back on Facebook and YouTube just yesterday. And timing is everything here. He is coming out and stating, Trump that just so happened to get put back on Facebook and YouTube just yesterday. And there's some big-time information now coming from Trump. A Trump that just so happened to get put back on Facebook and YouTube just yesterday. And timing is everything here. He is coming out and stating that he will be arrested on Tuesday. Not a maybe, but he says he will be arrested on Tuesday. He calls for supporters to protest to take the nation back. Others are saying this is sounding January 6th-like, honeypot, just because of the call of protest. Information now coming from Trump. A Trump that just so happened to get put back on Facebook and YouTube just yesterday. And timing is everything here. He is coming out and stating that just so happened to get put back on Facebook and YouTube just yesterday. Just because of the call of protest and everything surrounding this. The nation back. Others are saying this is sounding January 6th-like, honeypot, just because of the call of protest and everything surrounding this. The nation back. Others are saying this is sounding January 6th-like, honeypot, just because of the call of protest and everything surrounding this. But in his message he says, now illegal leaks from a corrupt and highly political Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which has allowed new records to be set in violent crimes and whose leaders are funded by George Soros, indicate that, with no crime being able to be proven and based on an old and fully debunked fairy tale, the foreign Soros indicate that, with no crime being able to be proven and based on an old and fully debunked fairy tale, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former President of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Protest and take our nation back. This is indicate that, with no crime being able to be proven and based on an old and fully debunked fairy tale, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former President of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Protest and take our nation back. This is what he's saying. Now, he's citing this information he's getting about illegal leaks, indicating all this. This is all hearsay and just what's coming out of Trump's mouth at this point. But some would say that it could be rather serious if he's making a statement that he expects to get arrested. What will the people do? Where will this go? If their Trump gets taken down and put behind bars, what would the people really do at that point? Only time will tell. But I told you that this was not over, and that something just like this could pop up and shake things up. I just didn't expect it this early. Well, here we are. So I will continue to update with the latest as I get it. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for those updates, and join me Monday and Friday for the live streams on Dabu777.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you straight up. I think I made it clear enough if you're paying attention. Pay attention to why they're after.
Republican candidate and former President of the United States office, which has allowed new records to be set in violent crimes and whose leaders are funded by George Soros, indicate that, with no crime being able to be proven and based on an old and fully debunked fairy tale, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former President being able to be proven and based on an old and fully debunked fairy tale.
They're allowed to use stuff that's not even real. Like, they're basically, from what he's saying, they're basically prosecuting him off of things that were proven to be unreal. You know, like a fairy tale, like fantasy, fiction. You know, a lie. You know, not the truth. So they're basically trying to take him down in a illegal way. You know, because you're supposed to prove someone did something before you take them down with that. And then people didn't pay attention to it. I think this guy finally caught on to it today. Look, down here. See, he figured it out. I don't know if he's following me or whatever, but isn't it obvious? Literally a day before, on the day when this all started, like the late 16th, basically the beginning of the 17th. And these solar flares started all that. Like, why is this trying to go back? Yeah, here we go. This right here, like late on the 16th, it was really the 17th. As you can see right there, the timing. That's literally like the same day. I didn't know it because I was doing other stuff too. Back on the 14th, that's pretty much where it started, kind of. It was going on before that, though. It was like there was a lot of stuff going on. Big kick up around the 12th, though. But the 16th is the real big change. Started this like earthquakes and all that started after that. Like, I stopped actually doing any real changes until yesterday, and I think I'll do one more today. But on the 16th, I did like 10. So that's why it's been unwinding, and it, you know, a lot of stuff happened then and all that stuff. I'll give you a little summary just to give you a little understanding. But before I do that, I want you to understand this is something that I triggered, basically. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. This in the Putin thing. There's a number of ways this could have happened. This could be a distraction. That's what I'm thinking it probably is. It's trying to get people all worked up and angry. You know, that's what they like to try and do. And this is a very desperate attempt at that. But I want y'all to understand that why they're doing this. That's the most important part. I want to get to that real quick before I talk about anything else. Isn't it obvious? Like, besides the fact that I triggered this all, like them trying to do something distracting and negative or whatever. But also think about it, it's off that fictional stuff. What was that fictional stuff that they were talking about? Remember? That was proven to not be true? What was it? And how are these two interrelated? Him and Putin, right? It was the Russia collusion. See? So, like, there's like this warrant out for Putin. Like I told y'all about a long time ago. Like, I saw it when it triggered. See? It's earlier on the playlist. And it's earlier in time. Paul Begley brought it up, and I talked about it in a video I made yesterday. I was talking about the knock at the door and all this world events and stuff going on. Kind of a long video. I'm trying not to make this one too long like that. But it's very detailed stuff, like, you know, detail oriented. But yeah, like, so, like, there's arrest warrants out for him. And obviously, if you pay attention to it, he's basically gonna hand himself in on Tuesday if you look it up. Like, he's talking about handing himself in. Well, expects to be arrested. He was talking about handing himself in or something like that. I have to really type it in. I guess they figured that was giving away too much. What's it called when they hand themselves in? I don't know. I forget it. What it's called. Hmm. I'm really mad that I'm not finding that when it was like the first thing that popped up when I looked at this earlier. He's basically expecting to hand himself into the police. I forget what the way the wording is on that, but he's expecting to do that on Tuesday. So they basically, when you see that, you realize it's actually, he thinks he has a warrant out here for him. What's the same thing for Putin? Arrest warrant. Watch. Paul Begley don't be lying. I like that guy. I've seen him in heaven before after the world was destroyed in this one world.
At www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.
Come on, man. You start with a plug.
Fortunately, Noble Gold Investment. Keep your money safe.
No, don't do that, Paul Begley.
Due to war crimes.
Oh, they're getting them for war crimes.
The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant for Russian President Vladimir Putin's alleged war crimes, specifically related to his purported involvement in the abduction of children from Ukraine, the Daily Mirror is reporting. The court said in a statement that Putin is, quote, allegedly responsible for the war crime of unlawful deportation of the population and that of unlawful transfer of population from occupied areas of Ukraine to the Russian Federation. On Friday, the ICC also issued an arrest warrant for Maria Alcacenia.
Oh, I see. So for him, they're going for him through war crimes. But for the other guy, Trump, it seems like they're going for him. I'm going to bet money it's going to be related to that same stuff that they tried to get him for before. It's the same stuff with this guy. Let's see what the other guy has to say. But you can see I was talking about that he had that 2 days ago. Now you can see this other one is like recent. And it loads.
FBI leaked phone call with Obama and Trump.
And that's where I see America's future.
Okay, yeah, you made some good points. But let me ask you a real question, a serious question.
Go ahead, shoot.
Okay, do you think it's weird to cup your own farts and smell them?
Only weird people don't cup their own farts and smell them.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I did it the other day,
fuck?
and Melania looked at me like she looks at the caged alien in the White House basement. I'm thinking, listen, lady, you come from a backwater swamp from Europe. People still eat bugs and live in mud huts.
This
What
gotta
the
be
hell
a
do you
deep-
know?
Well, I got one word for that, Donald.
What's that?
Women.
Yo, this got to be a deep fake, bro. There's no way that Donald Trump is cupping his farts, bro, and talking with Obama and secret messages like about crazy shit like that. If this is real, bro, I'm done, bro. It's too funny. Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
It
yeah.
sounds real too.
Yeah, well, that's why I never liked Hillary. A stuck-up pig like her doesn't drop dirty dusters. Never. Not in a million
Wait.
years. Not happening.
I gotta stop you there. I gotta stop you.
Go ahead.
Well, Hillary has one of the dankest fart boxes in the game.
You're lying.
I'm not. I swear on Michelle's hatred for fat kids. Put it this way. If she was in office, we would be calling it the Brown House. I mean, we're talking real bombs over Baghdad.
Wow, really?
She came,
Oh
she
my god.
farted, and I died.
Wow. Who would have thought fat loser Hillary is a real fart Frankenstein?
Yeah, well, I gotta wrap this up, Donald. I got a meeting with the DNC to
Oh.
figure out how we're gonna take out Joe.
Just shove him in a room with a Matlock marathon. You'll never hear from him again.
Hey, not a bad idea. Well, I'll see you next week at the child sacrifice.
Okay, see you then, Barack.
Well, take care and hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Nah, that's too good. Nah.
It's like the AI knew that it needed to add the Hail Satan to make that conversation more believable. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Zukradowski here of WeAreChange.org, and there is a plethora of absolutely crazy news to get into, as it looks like our current political social situation is
Oh,
getting a
God.
lot strange
Let's get out of it. No.
times for everyone. This is, of course, the
Can we get to what you trying to talk about, man? This is why I don't try and waste people's time. The funny part was cool. The beginning part was cool, but come on, man. Where's your point, man? 16 minutes.
protect the ex-president of the United States. This, as of course Trump has been vehemently attacking the governor of Florida very viciously. A lot of the times with
what's the part with the guy on the beginning of the picture, like?
Absolutely. This, as some sources are reporting anonymously, that, of course, the Manhattan DA's office is allegedly, quote, in chaos, and that allegedly 60% of the office there, quote, wants no part of this and wishes that the higher-ups would just stop this immediately. This, as this...
Okay, you can go through this video and figure out what the hell he's trying to talk about, but, what's the part where it shows he's advertising stuff? Okay, here's Putin. Maybe he's going to say something about that.
Fields, specifically in even Bakhmut, and in the south of Ukraine are all centered towards, of course, isolating Crimea. This as Putin visited the peninsula, said hi to local residents, visited them in their own homes, as we're getting more reports of China, specifically giving lethal aid and
What the hell does this have to do with Trump, bro? Like, get to the point, bro. This is why this video is 16 minutes about one damn thing, and I'm just passing through this video like... Like, you know what, I give up. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I already told you what it is. That's the fairy tale thing Trump told you straight up in one tweet. What's going on with him? Like, it's got to do with the Russia thing. Like, they're allowing them probably to try and get him arrested or something based on that. I don't know. They're able to charge him or whatever, but when you get an arrest warrant in, that usually means you have a charge. And, you know, they're trying to get you arrested to make sure you don't flee or something. He'll probably have a bail, maybe not even need one, something like that. He'll know what he's being charged with. He probably already knows. But, yeah, that's the process. And, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I'm 1000% sure it has to do with the Russia collusion thing. Like, it's pretty obvious because him and Putin are arrested. It seems like Paul Begley doesn't even understand that's why he was probably arrested. They're thinking it's war crimes. But if you connect the dots now, it's clear as day. He put it in the picture, you know, no bail too. Ooh, you see I told you about the bail? Oh, I didn't even realize that. No bail. Ain't even trying to give my bail. That's serious shit. If they try not to give you a bail, that's serious shit, like for real. How the hell did I get to this? Lovely. Alright. Maybe I'll refresh it, that'll unzoom it. I don't know how this became the whole other... I guess it was the same one the whole time.
Good morning, folks. We've got to look at the new sunspots. Another super dense eruption, a deadly earthquake, and an excellent study on solar storm ozone destruction. During the last 24 hours on our star, we can see increased activity at the end.
Kiss my ass, man. This thing's playing with me, bro. I'll go with this again. How the fuck is it still zoomed in? Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Motherfucker playing with me, bro.
Good morning, folks. We've got to look at the new sunspots. Another super dense eruption, a deadly earthquake, and an excellent study on solar storm ozone destruction.
Yeah, so basically, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown of what was going down. Yeah, I see it's still lagging balls, bro. Alright, so let's go with this one, I guess. New power we make tonight is called Juggernaut. I think I got that music up too loud though. Yeah. I forgot I turned up the other thing, the volume booster. Little summer, because they got to upgrade it, update on all that stuff that I triggered on the 17th. This is when they went for, you know who, I was just talking about them. triggered a lot of stuff that do. That's the power of All Might. It's great. I was doing some limit testing yesterday and I got a quad kill using the support. And they were all on me by myself. And my team was so bad we still lost the game. Be some really cool gameplay otherwise though. How you have a team so bad that you can kill 4 of them by yourself? But they can't win with you on your win with you, you know? I got MVP, of course. That's the only way I'd be losing. They give me some really bad teams sometimes. Oh no, I was talking about earlier ones. It's basically a summary of the video I did yesterday almost, like, because I had the one from the 11th on there. And I told you I watched the 7th and 11th. And what's he showing you? The one on the 11th and the one on the 17th. 7 and 11. I just so happen to do powers on those days. The flares are so strong. They're talking about it for days and days and days. I guess I can bring it up too since I did it. Look at that. Look at that crazy ass energy buildup right there. I remember I hit this demon with one like that before in a dream. Like I built it up like a big giant energy ball and I just hit him with it. That's what it looked like. I was in the sky when I did it. And the big old giant was on the ground. It was a big ass giant. It's the only time I ever did that before. I mean, now I remember. That was pretty cool. Man, that's really cool. That new one? Oh, damn, another one just happened? Oh, I see why I made the video now. Wow. He's giving you a summary of everything. Yeah, I thought there was a new one. Because the other guy was talking about a hyper-dense solar flare. The guy that was talking, that you know, was talking a little while ago. This one on the 19th. This triggered from the new power I made last night. It was only one, though. I can show it to you if you want to see it. I didn't post about it, though. I guess I might as well show it to you now. Pause and go to that real quick. Well, here you go. You get to see the Holy Grail right here. This will show you the dates and everything on all these. So what we got here, the 7th of that was at the 3rd month. That's when I started to play with the power. This will corroborate all that shit you just saw, like all that stuff. Like, let me go. 7. What is this? Boom. More endurance and powerful. You see? Let me guess, endurance is in there too. See? I don't bullshit, bro. I do this. All those fucking posts. I literally created power there and I keep track of it through these. And so, what was the 11th? Let's go towards the 11th. Let's try and find that. Or the 9th or something like that. I think it was the 9th when I did something. See, like the 7th. The 17th, yeah, that was when I started to do All Might. I backed it up, like kept a backup of it, and the All Mights are all hyper. Like, watch, you see, 17th right here, 17th right here, hyper, both hyper. You see, that's it's just that easy for me now, and I know that it's All Might by putting hyper. See, this one, 16th, because I told you, I started on the late 16th. You see 11 p.m.? see this at 11 p.m., just like I said. Get this. Oh, okay, this is independent. So this is probably already at a decent. That one's pretty good already. I want y'all to make sure you hear me though. Like, you see how these line up? Like 17. I did hyper evasion. That's the one I did yesterday. I don't know why it's saying on the 17th. Should have been. That's the one I just did. Flawless victory hyper. Did I do that again yesterday too? Looks like it. A lot of these are for some reason at the same time. That's not correct. Oh yeah, maybe I did though. I did them really quick, I guess. I remember. Yeah. I remember I did. This is when I did the 10. Yeah, I remember now. That's why there's so many of them. Insta kill. Yeah, I was popping them out quick. That's why I told you there was 10 on that day. That's why I posted. I was like, you know, all might be getting, you know, like multiple powers and stuff like that. I guess I messed up on that level higher then. This is just to keep track of it anyway. So it doesn't really matter as long as the name's there. I can always make it more correct later. Put the little text there. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, all of them at 17. Damn, I did them all in a minute. I'm fast. I don't believe I did them all in a minute. I think it just thinks they're the same thing. It thinks they're the same thing because it's kind of like a glitch I trigger when I do certain things. But it's also, I think it's because they're all the same thing. Like, it's just, they're all based around the same thing. So I just changed like one word, you know, so I know they're all hyper, you know what I mean? So that's why it knows they're the same thing, you know what I mean? It's kind of a glitch related to how I describe it as well. And these are more up to date, so I'm not really interested in showing y'all the higher level of descriptions because I would give away things that I'm not interested in giving away. But yeah, pretty much it collaborates all that. Let me see what was around the 12th. I know I did something around the 12th. Might have been on some of the on the lower level stuff. Yeah, there it is. Offense and defense, like I said, right here on the 12th. That's the kind of stuff I was using against them when I was playing the other day, like in the video I just showed y'all where I was dominating them and stuff like that. But now I'm like way stronger and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I do. The power I'm gonna do tonight is called Juggernaut. Yeah, you already know. Gotta do it, bro. Gots to do it. Make sure it's the right one. Guess they don't have that over here. Hopefully this is it. Last Stand? Nah, I don't want to watch that one. I want the parody one. That one's the funnier one. I think this is it too. It's about 9 minutes. Yep. You know I gotta troll.
Yeah, it's the Juggernaut, bitch. Yeah, so I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. bitch. Who the fuck are you? What is wrong with you? I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
I love that background hum.
Whoop your ass. Silly bitch, your weapons cannot harm me. Don't you know who the fuck I am? I'm the juggernaut.
Hey.
Oh, motherfucker, I forgot.
Your mama said that
You
your ass
need
was
Charles. Shut the fuck up, Charles. I'm gonna beat your ass. Too fast. You better run, Charles. Get that shit out of my face, bitch. Don't you know who the fuck I am? Oh, she's fucking with my helmet. I got this shit in full grade. Oh no! My face. Pimp smack your ass, bitch. You my hooker now. Now it's time for me to take my prize. I'm gonna rape you, bitch. You ready? You ready? You ready, bitch? You ready, bitch? Shut the fuck up, Charles. Shut the fuck up. Charles, no! Charles, you got my head. I'm the juggernaut, bitch. Charles! What the fuck is this shit? Oh, I'm tripping off acid. Some told me I could kick with this spider.
You more boy bodies out. You more boy bodies out. You more boy bodies out. You more boy. Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, now what, motherfucker? Got my pimp cane, bitch.
You gonna be one of your hookers.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh!
Sap your way.
I got my helmet back.
Help you out, motherfucker. That was my $50. You know you owe me, motherfucker. Last time.
Motherfucker, I custom made your suit. Don't you see what the fuck I'm wearing? The juggernaut, bitch.
I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, you big looking motherfucker.
Yeah, that's pretty much that, man. They also want to talk about. Yeah, updates, all that stuff. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Like, wasn't there? I don't think there was anything else, was there? Let's see. Showed you all the eruptions and all that good stuff. Not my history, damn it, I meant to go to watch later. Since I might have something in here I wanted to show y'all. Nah, there's enough of those. I'm gonna do an enhanced version of Kane's video. I know there's some really good graphics in that shit. I'm gonna do some of that tonight. It's not too late. It's the weekend. I'll do that too.